Hello folks, and welcome back to ROADCRAFT. We're going to start out by doing a little bit of an experiment. So I was wondering, well, let me show you. I was way over in here. So decided to go over in here and just look around and found some shipwrecks. I can't interact with them, but they are pretty cool. And we'll take a look at them here in a second. But I also found one that was right here. Or was it right there? Somewhere in here. That I can interact with. And I brought it up here. And I was going to sell it. And then I thought, I'm here helping these people out. But I don't have a place to live. So I was going to live on the boat. And put it down here, and then I got thinking, I wonder if this thing floats. So I looked for some deep water, and it was kind of rough getting down in there. And it doesn't look all that deep. So I hauled it over here. This looks like a deep area. And that's where I'm at now. To see if the boat I found actually floats. So let's give it a shot. Does it float? Nope. Boat don't float. Well, that sucks. That'd be pretty cool if you could catch a boat and it actually floated. Stick it out here in the water, see what it did. But it does not look like it does. Let's get it up a little bit and just drop it. Nope. They're shipwrecks for a reason. Alright. Well, shucky darn. Could have had me a place out on the lake. So, well, I guess what I could do is just fill this in. Fill it in and put the boat on top of it. Yeah, too much trouble. Anywho, today I was bored. I didn't have time to stream, but I had little breaks, 15-20 minutes here and there, and I went in and filled all this in from the last episode. So let's take a look and see how well I did. Did I have a truck over here? I got that one. So we'll get in this one. Yeah, crane. Engine. And fold crane. Alright, so y'all remember from the last episode, if anybody watched the last episode, if you didn't go back to the end of it, you can see what this looked like before I started. Which, you're probably playing the game anyway, and you know what this looked like. So all this was a huge pit, all the way around the side of the building. No way to get around here. And it took me hours to fill all that in. It was a nightmare. But this was not as bad as fixing the road on the other side. I did learn one thing while doing this. I suck at making roads. When I got done, I thought I had it all smooth and perfect. And then when I paved it, the frickin' paver is junk. It got stuck on every little thing. And I guess it wasn't as smooth as I thought it was. But yeah, something I will have to work on. But if you remember, all this was jagged rocks and stuff like it is. Front boom, like all of that. All through here. And I filled it in, leveled it out, paved it. No matter how many times I went over it, still had lumpies. But I think it is good enough for... I didn't do a very good job there. Good enough to get this fuel truck out of here. So we're going to try that here in a minute. Now, to fill this in was a pain in the butt. As you can see here, if I go over to the sand comes right along the road, but doesn't cross the road till way up here. So what I did was a trick I saw somebody else do, and something that I saw in there, in the, not the tutorial, but some of the hints that comes up, is that this truck can extend your sand range. So that's what I did. I moved the truck over here. I bought another one, and I kept moving this one backwards and forwards, and over here backwards and forwards, and I had another truck, another sand truck, and just kept filling it up. I thought that if you just put this in there that you could just automatically fill it up, but you can't. What you have to do is fill this truck up while it's in this radius, and then it extends the sand out to here, and you can fill up your other truck from that. So it's constantly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What I originally thought of doing was just dumping sand over here and just keep dumping sand and moving it, and yeah, I dumped a lot of sand. And it really, I probably dumped 30 loads of sand or more. Just dumped it over here, and it barely did anything. So that's when I started doing, it filled in all of that, but that would have took me many, many hours doing it that way. Anyway, I tried the 2-truck method. That worked pretty good. Up here, I was within the sand zone, so it was just basically just going, dumping sand and leveling and dumping and leveling and dumping and leveling. All of this until I got something that resembles a road. That is a lot of sand down in there. My plan was to do the entire road, and like I said, this was probably just probably 5 hours or so worth of work just doing this and the other road. And yeah, a lot of work, but it is done, hopefully. So I need to get y'all out of the way. We've already gotten all those pipes out of the way. Hopefully this fuel truck can go over this. Filled in that little area there. It was just an exposed pipe. Not exactly sure where this truck maybe come out of there. I think this is where I dropped the semi-truck off. Yeah, and I filled that in. Make it a little easier to get across. So we wouldn't have to use those concrete blocks there. Let's get up here out of the way. And we will take a look at our objective. Secure fuel. And plan a route. So we gotta go from here all the way to there. I probably in the way there. I'll have to move that once I get them going. So start there. Should be able to get over this pretty good. Get kind of close over here. Try to stay toward the middle, because this road is a little bit on the rough side. Yeah, like I said, this has shown me I need a lot of practice building roads. And one thing I noticed a little while ago, that if you do the aerial and you look at your road, you can see imperfections in your road. In the sand. So you can go back and fix those areas. Okay, where was I going? So basically over where the other loads went. Let's move you off a little bit. And since it is I'm assuming a semi-trailer. I don't want to get near that because I don't want it to cut into that. Try to turn into it and not be able to make it. Alright, so before we do that, I had somebody I had to move. Alright, get out of it. Oh yeah, it did come out. Ooh, it is a big semi-trailer. Kind of figured it would be, since we had to deliver the bobtail over there. Watching somebody was talking about tips and tricks to this game, and one of the things they said was anytime you're using this semi, that you really need to keep it on paved roads. Even sand roads will cause it to get stuck. They said sand, dirt, mud, and even some inclines, which I did notice with this truck. It does not have a very big motor. Nobody's coming. And can you make the swing? Look at that, didn't even take out the signpost. Damn, I'm good. Maybe. Oh, good as I thought it was. But it continued on. Alright. Is there any others? Just the one. Ah, there was another one behind it. It got stuck. Okay. So let's move that out a little bit. I really couldn't see that from from the aerial view here. So let's see if that helps. There we go. Didn't take any mirrors off that time. And that one appears to go straight in. All right. Oh, and that's from
solves
another delivery.
Montbill's fuel problem. Better clear your schedule for that statue ceremony.
Statue ceremony. Why? Because I'm awesome in my own brain. Okay. So now we got that down. Let's take a look over here. So I told you I went just exploring around. And this is some of the things that I found. Pretty cool shipwreck. But it is not as cool as back here. This one. The Vladimir. So that's a big one. I was wondering if it would let you clip into it, see the inside. Yeah, it's a big boy. There were some others. I thought I saw one a little further out here. But you've got a barge over here. And you've got the one I originally saw was that one. I wanted to see if I get over to it. So I was able to. You can see my tracks. So not too awful bad. Just some little hidden things. And I discovered this, which I didn't even know was out here. So it appears there might be some more stuff out there. Oh, stuff for another day. Anywho, we need some objectives. Provide reinforcement material to relief. So concrete slabs. Oh, let me open. Okay, 10 concrete slabs delivered to here. Which is another route. Oh yeah, I've already looked at this route. Okay. Yeah, so that'll come out of here someplace and go down this way, I believe, and yep, and up here to the workshop. I don't know if, oh, right there. Let's try to plot it and see what kind of vehicles they send out here to see what I need to fix. Yeah, I drove over to the route to see how bad it was, and the scout vehicle made it with no problem. But that's a scout vehicle. It'll probably send something that's not all-wheel drive. I don't know if I need to deliver the... right there and then straight into it. What are you going to send? Ah, an all-wheel drive vehicle. We might be okay. Barely kissed the rock. Oh, it's delivering logs. So I guess I have to deliver the concrete slabs. Shit. Ooh, I know where concrete slabs are. From that bridge that I built up by the base. And I had to tear it out and put a road in. Because that was actually a mission. But all their slabs are still sitting up there. Oh yeah, easy for this truck. But what's coming? Okay, and it's the same truck coming up behind it. So if they stay with those trucks, it should. Ah, but there's a van. You gotta watch the van. The van gets stuck really easy. Which I don't understand. It looks like a four-wheel drive van. I think somebody was drinking before they started driving. Yeah, but I think this vehicle will be fine. And it right there is going to cause me problems later on. But that one made it, so. It's a problem for another time, if it is a problem. Alright, so concrete blocks. Right. Nope, that's wrong. Right there. So I got a bunch of concrete blocks right there from the bridge that I'd originally built there and had to take down. So probably make 2 trips, but I need a vehicle for it. I've got a vehicle. So I think all of these are out. I don't have any in the garage. Could take that, load them all onto that, but I don't know, I'm not impressed by that. That truck just, when you load it down, it just does not run very well. Okay, stay on your side of the road. Oh, bite me. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard, just 2 loads of 5. I started to pick those up and take them over and drop them off in the garage, and honestly just forgot about it. It's gonna be some busy work that I was doing, and it took so long to build those roads, build that road. I did not know it would take that long. Oh, I wonder how many I have. I may not have nothing. It only looks like 4. I'm wondering if I got some of them for someplace else. Which I could have. I don't remember. Oh. I think I've got 1 in my garage that I can get out. Come on, get up. Yeah, that, right. At least get them inside there. Yeah, that's enough. And we'll back up and get that fifth one up there. I do have a bunch at the concrete factory. Still, I do believe. So I just have to make a trip over there. It was deeper than it looked. Alright. That. Take care of half the load. And I just have to go get the other half. If I don't tip it over. That road needs to be a little bit wider. But I don't believe I have many more missions to go. So it seems that if you have the concrete, building bridges is easier than building roads. On my other playthrough that I'm doing, I'm not quite this far. I think that other area over there, I'm going to just build a bridge. Maybe 2 bridges. Maybe I'll, like, halfway through, build like a big column of sand, and then build 2 bridges leading out. I do believe it would be a lot faster. Run over the crates. Somebody might need those. Yeah, that's gonna be a muddy mess. That. Let's try. Oh man. I assumed the drop off would be here. Store resources. Maybe I should have read it. Village, if you're under operations, be seriously jeopardy. Please play the heroes. Your mission is to carve out a lifeline from the lakeside base to the relief camp and deliver a hefty stockpile of concrete slabs. Let's not leave anything to chance. Okay. But deliver them to where? Ah, I get it now. Okay, so if you look up to the right, it says store resources, concrete slabs. It says 1 of 10. If you look up the very top right, it shows the number of concrete slabs that I had stored in my bases. I had 1 stored in there. So I'm assuming I got to pull these back out of here and store them at my base. You know, maybe I should start reading this stuff every now and then. Yep. Reading the missions and figuring out before I start doing them might be something I could do in the future. And I wouldn't run around here like an idiot trying to deliver supplies to someplace that doesn't need them. Anywho, we'll try this out. Anybody coming, so should be able to dart across here real quick before I meet any traffic. That's gorgeous. The route failed and I didn't see the notification. Alright, so let's see if it'll just take it. Yes, it took it. Ah, that's it. So if I see up here, it says, if you see up here, it says store resources, concrete slabs, 6 out of 10 now. Alright, so I need 4 more. And if I look over here, yeah, I got 16 over there. So all I really have to do is load up 4 more, take them over to river base and drop them off. Alright, and since I am at the garage right now, I don't feel bad about retaining that one and deploying it over where I need it. There's 16. I need 4. And been stacking the of them, so. Cycle through trying to figure out which one is on the top. What? Come on. There. So I said the wrong button. Which happens. Give me some room to work. I do. I'll get a drink. Got a frog in my throat. So I do like how fast you can spin the cargo. SnowRunner, and yes, I know these are two totally different games. But spinning cargo is very slow. Hey, you should stay there. Hold the crane. Here. Go ahead and do the securing it, because I don't want to drop anything off and pick it back up. We just had some storms roll through here. Looked outside before I started streaming, and man, it looked pretty bad. Yeah. All right, that objective is complete.
Now that we have those reinforcement plates locked and ready to go, let's save this town. Grab those plates and install them near the Montville shoreline.
Grab those plates, I already had them loaded up. That's wood. Okay, those two things right there. Well, how in the... Assuming I have to go that way. Because that's pretty well blocked. Now we have to come out here. But I have to come over here to pick them up. Alright, Guess that's a job for the big crane. You're not too far away. I don't know. I can try it. Up, I got a train coming up on my house, so whatever. I will come back on here. Okay, so I got my window closed. Probably might still be able to hear a train a little bit, but it's moving pretty slow, and it appears to be a long one. So we just have to deal with the noise. Whole trains are running. They have been running quite a bit the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Usually I get, in the evening hours, maybe one train every 3 or 4 days. But in the last week, it's been 3 or 4 in the evenings. But not all of them will have cars on them. It'll just be an engine coming through, so it comes through pretty fast. One of those things you have to deal with when you live near railroad tracks. Okay, there's still pipes. Yeah, I am not going to be able to reach that. So, I'm assuming I have to go through here. Which doesn't look all that pleasant. Unless I go way around, then I still have to go through all that stuff. Huh. So, go across here. It looks like they want me to go this way. Slide up here, maybe slide around through here. I have to, might be able to pull in here and back up with the crane and place them. Give that a shot. And too bad I can't pick up both of them at the same time. Turn around over here. They appear to be too long for my little crane truck. The flatbed semi, it is not going to be able to get up in here or over to where I need it. Last part of the train. Just a second. Let's get this window back open. Because it is a little warm in here where I'm playing games at. I use a window air conditioner in this room because the second story of my house does not have air conditioning running to it. I have central air and heat, and the bottom floor now I'm wondering, can I drive all the way out here? And it'd be sweet if I could drive all the way over there. Oh, yeah, let's see. Try the other side real quick. Try the map view. It all looks deep. What was that thing? Kind of tank, maybe? Oh, take the brake off. Oh, there's an underwater container there. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, what you doing? Oh, no. So this was not the way to go. Ah, that's deep. And looking at that, I am not going to be able to drive over that. So I think the route is come here, come up, go over that, and go around. But I'll have to come over here and try to recover that. Or see if I can get it from here. But I will have to recover the truck. Where's my base? There it is. Yep, because I am not getting that out of there. Especially since these trucks don't come with frickin' winches. Every truck should have a winch. I guess I could go over and get the other one. That way I have them both over there. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Go ahead and get the other one. That way I don't have to cross that again. If I can get over it the first time. Unless it reset that piece back to the beginning. Which would kind of suck. Back up. Nope, looks like the other one is still over there in the water. I don't know if you can reset a mission. SnowRunner, if you like moving one of the, like, let's say construction rig trailers, if you roll it off the side of a mountain, then you can actually reset it and put it back in its starting point. I don't know if you can do it with this game. I haven't needed to. Should be right. Give me just a second. Alright, feel better now. Got me a dip. What was I talking about? Oh, before I rolled over. I was talking about my house. I don't have air conditioning upstairs, but I do have it downstairs. So, the room up here that I game in, it's kind of hot. Nice cool night. Got the windows open. Nice breeze coming in. But with that comes noise. I live in a very old house. My house was built in 1880. So I spent a lot of time remodeling it. I've got a good bit of it already. Well, Pudge. I think I'm gonna have to build a road. Because I am not climbing up that. Oh. Is it floating? Okay. So we are going to have to get some equipment over here. Where is my... Oh, great. The sand stops there. So how best to approach it? I've got a bridge. I don't know what these roads are like. That one looks okay. That one does not. Maybe I can make it through there. Let me orient myself here. Okay. So that's easy to get to from this side if I can drive down here. Yeah. Well, let's give it a shot. All right, I need a vehicle. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Yeah, it's way over here. Oh, but that's not too far. If I can get you back up that hill I drove down. I should be able to get back up that. I'm gonna need to load up with sand. Maybe not. Okay, right around the corner I can load up. Uh-oh. There's a mobile quarry in the game. I don't know when you get it, where you get it, how you get it. That would be nice. I know I'm going to spill sand all over my new road. And it's not the greatest road. Excuse me, but it is my road. I'm kind of proud of it, even though it sucks. Yeah, they need to do something with locking that down. Because that's just a royal pain in the butt. Dumping sand all over the place. They can just add a button when you click on here to open and close. A and X, they can add a Y to unlock that back. So you can either run it locked or unlocked. Alright, where am I going? I'm going this way. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to attempt to go this way. Figured maybe 3 loads of sand in that area might give me a sufficient. Oh yeah, that's not happening. There's nothing there to drive on. And maybe there's something to drive around. Doesn't look too inviting. Oh, hang on, I gotta take this. Okay, I'm back. Anytime my folks go over 10 hours of overtime for the shift, I have to be notified by telephone. Okay, that's not. Okay, so that way is not an option. So let's try the other way. Well, it is an option. I want to spend 6 hours filling all that in, which I do not. Not if there's an easier route. Come on, put your foot through the floor. some reason, this thing reminds me of driving a gamma goat. We had these machines in the Army called gamma goats. And they articulated in the middle. And they were just the slowest piece of frickin' equipment. They weren't near this size, they were real small. Yeah. I'm out of your way. Whoop. So I do see a theme here. These missions get harder and harder as you go. Alright. I'm looking out ahead of me and not watching where the truck is going. Okay, so that seems like it's doable. So far. Can... Yeah. Seriously? You were stuck on that little bitty tree. There we go. That is ridiculous. But I was going to try to go on the outside there. Maybe I can sneak on the inside. Nope. See if I can destroy light poles. Wonder if I can take out the benches. Yeah, I can just drive over the benches. But I think I can slide through here now. Remember, I can't drive over the benches. I'll make this as small as I possibly can. So I can do as few loads as I possibly can. I wonder if I can get up there. if I can squirrel up there. Where you at? Well, poop, it disconnected. Catch it from here. Yes. Alright, let's try this again. And back up there. Slowly, inch by inch. Hope crane arm slips through the tree. Or it takes the tree out. I can work with that. Shoot, I'm gonna do that at a... Just knocked all those trees down. Like this. But if I do it quick enough. Yeah. Oh, when the train was going through, for some reason I could not get the landing gear to come up on this thing. So I had to recover it. Alright, there's one. The other one is over. Ah. Camera. Alright, folks, came up that time. Be able to reach it if I move this out of the way. I don't know. We'll give her a shot. Kind of don't want to back down there at this angle, but oh yeah, right there. Gotcha. Bob. Already wrecked it once. Not want to wreck it again. Gotcha.
Nice work. You saved the town. If they erect a
Yes, I
statue in
did.
your honor, I hope they get your nose right.
Alright, we saved the town. I don't know if it'll actually pump the water out or not, but... Alright, what else you got for me? I have no objectives. Main, provide enough steel for production. Store resources. So I need to store 10 big pipes. Steel pipe facility. Pick them up here. I built a little road up there. No, that's not going to help me. Okay, so it's just coming up here. Basically from... How many do I have in there? Well, lost my steel pipe. Oh, it's concrete slabs. I'm way over here. Oh, there's a steel pipe. So I have 10 in there right now, which is how many I need. So I just need to load those up and drop them off over here. That seems fairly easy. So the infrastructure route I've already done. Alright, so I need... Give me a vehicle. So this one will be basically 3 at a time. And deploy you. So 4 trips up here. And drop them off here. Wow, I think I built this road at night. Kind of sucks in the daytime. Okay. Get my pipes. Well, it won't give me my icon. I find it's happened a couple of times. drive up to a place it's supposed to give you ability to get in here, but it doesn't. It's like it's not reading the truck. So let's just jump into that one and jump back into this one. These are steel pipes, right? Yeah. And I do have 10 of them. Okay, I got one right there. Let me just go pick one up and load it and see if it'll give me, see if it'll let me do it then. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stacked on the road. Yeah, I don't know what it does. It doesn't give me this part. Sometimes when I pull up to something. Liable to hit the boom. I have tried to get 4 on here before and can't get them to stay. Yeah, they just roll off. All right. just follow him up. Wow, this road is pretty bad. But they can get up it, and that is the most important part. There you go, took them off. Excellent, I didn't want to have to crane them out of this road. Ooh, you see 4 of them over there. But it says I only have 3. I wonder if I really need to put the legs down. Maybe. It leans over a lot and I don't want to tip it over. Stay on there. And strap it. Strap it for safety. I do not want to get an OSHA violation. Kind of curious how many more missions I have. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It shows 9 in there. Yeah, it only says I have 6 pipes in there, but it shows actually 9 in the little storage area. So I kind of like that if it was accurate. I mean, you have it on your HUD, but if we're going to stick them in there, might as well be correct. just have one more to go. Well, try that one again. And crane and strap card. One of these days I'm gonna memorize those buttons, but not today. Come on, you can do it. Big, strong truck like you. And that's 9, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, now it's still showing 9. We'll get the last one, and this mission will be complete. I have all of my infrastructures are still working except for one, but I've already got all the money out of it. Not really worried about it. At least I think they're all still working. All right, last one. And it's a Friday. Almost quitting time. I don't care if it's all the way in there or not. Do it. Oh, there you go, the map. And open. Transfer resources. Ooh, a new toy. Is it a new? No, it's not. Dang it. Thought it was a truck. It's a mining toys back. PCI, but finish line is in sight. Better focus on that. Okay. The finish line is in sight.
This order's coming right from the top. The drilling machine that you recovered from LaRoe's quarry, we need you to deliver it to the port. And the drilling machine from the lava quarry to the railway station. There's also other mining supplies for both locations. But you can plot a route for our trucks to deliver them. I know, That's a lot of hassle in drilling machines. Expensive ones, too. So be careful with them.
Alright, so might be able to pick it up with the big crane from up top there. And where's the other one? Oh, I gotta put it there. The other one's right over here. Oh, that's that big boy. Alright. Let's go back to that one. Track that one. Where does it need to go to? It needs to go to here. So the roads are fairly good. It's fairly close to my base. So because I don't want to drive this thing all the way back over here. We'll just go ahead. And first let's try this and see if I can even reach it with this one. So we're going to need the big boy. Don't look too much like a narwhal. So if you don't know what a narwhal is, it's a whale with a big spiky thing coming out of the front of it. Turn. Yeah, I hate how this truck just gets stuck on a lot of stuff. Of course you don't want to go down there. Turned her too much. I'm wondering if a steering wheel might be better in this game than a controller. Alright, park you there. And I'm just going to recover the crane. It's a long way to drive it back. Those tires did something a little funky. I think I'm going to back it out there. I'll have more reach. But if I can't reach it, then I'll just take the crane down there, pull it out with that, and then put it on this truck. Yeah, semi-solid. Watch, probably have to build a road down there. No! Ha 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 ha! I'll get you from here. Yes. Crane. Like some kind of track vehicle. There we go. Look at that. And full. And see if this thing can pull out of here. So I did try buying one of these to see if it was better. It really wasn't. Alright, so I'm going to have a route to here. So I think going down the road, I should be able to get up over all this. We will see. Get some speed up here. There we go. Make sure it didn't get high centered. Once I deliver this, I will check my routes, make sure that I have all of the money for them, and I don't need to fix anything while I go get that last piece. Through there, nope. One up there. I never did fix this one area up here. I really haven't had to take anything big through it. There, right there. Oh yeah. Should be out of the way. Strap. And can I use the big crane for it? Remember how to operate the big crane. Yes. Alright, that's one. Now the other one. Oh. I gotta build another route. From there over to here. Okay, so I know this would be okay, so I just need to get up to there. little too sharp. Well, a bridge would be the easiest, but I don't have any more concrete. So let's try this. Oh, anyway I go, it looks like it's really sandy. Yeah, I got a feeling this route's not gonna work. But at least I'll have it plotted out so that I know what I gotta fix. So up to there, I'll be okay. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't know what kind of vehicles I'm going to have. Wow, that's a long route. Don't suppose it'll let me build a bridge over there. Probably not. I know these two will collide. But I've already got all the points and everything from the one. So I just won't restart it. Ooh. Well, that's a rough one to get to. Because I could take it, if I took it this way, then making that corner is going to be a serious pain. Take it up through Well, if I'm going to go that way, then I might as well stick to the main road here. It's just going to be a very long route. May have to clear some more of that out. Can't take it through there. Nope. Don't want to go that way. Man, this might be easier to just build a bridge someplace. Alright, then come back up that way. Yeah, because I'm... Nope, because that takes me back over here, and I would have to do up through that way again. Might have actually been... Nope, because then I'd have to go all the way up through there, come all the way down here and cross. I was wanting to keep all these routes running, but which I could probably do it. It's just going to take a lot of finessing with all the points. And I'm probably missing some very obvious path. Alright. Wow. And it's a freaking city. Which means it's going to get stuck right here. Yep. Alright, so it looks like I've got a lot of road work to do. But at least I have a sand quarry. Once I get out here, I should be okay. Once I get past this, because I've already done that, but I may have to pave it. Alright, well, we'll work on that in the next one. So, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. And I will see y'all in the next one. And we'll see what we can get accomplished with building the road out of there. So again, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. So until then, have a good one.